And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now was our salvation nearer than when we believed. Shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Karkadash. Give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and women who follow. This is the brother Karatazah from the GMS Nebraska camp coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. This lesson we're going to be speaking about the so-called inauguration that's coming up here on in 2 days. January 20th. All right, so when you get into that word inauguration, all right, the word inauguration stems from the Latin augur, which refers to the rituals of ancient Roman priests seeking to interpret if it was the will of the gods for a public official to be deemed worthy to assume office, right? Just another connection between America and Rome, but this one it involves witchcraft. All right, so Lakia, let me back up real quick because that scripture that I read was Romans 13 and 11, and we are creeping into these last days, and the picture is becoming clearer, more clearer and clearer and clearer as these days go by. As I said, we have the inauguration coming up, all right, which President Trump will be sworn in a second time. Slakia. And apostles have been saying it, brothers have been saying it, and I'll echo those same sentiments. Trump is being set up to usher in that MOT to the B. I believe it'll happen in these next 4 years. And if it doesn't, the goal for this administration is to really, tee it up. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to get into in this lesson. Let's just get a little bit more into this word augur, though. Let me see. Let's get it in the etymology. Augur, all right, it says ancient Roman functionary whose duty was to observe and interpret. It's like all species. Let's Google that real quick. Auspice, divine or prophet token. Um, Kindly patrons or guidance, doing something under auspice. I didn't really. It says or reputed nature, signs of concerning future events. Okay, so basically, future telling, fortune telling. Fortune telling for the future, pretty much. Because when you go into it, it says something about the bird. Yeah, the more popular theory is that Latin avis bird, because the flights, singing, and feeding of the birds were important objects of divination. So it goes into that divination. All right. Um, let's see. What is augury in the Bible? In all these cases, the verb practice augury is in the King James Version to observe times, right? The verb thus translated as onin, which is probably to utter a low croaking sound once it's done, as was done in divining. So I guess they made a sound while they were, brewing up their witchcraft. Which, what does the scripture say about that witchcraft? It says, Leviticus 19 and 26, it says, ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantment, nor observe times. So when it says observe times, that's what it's speaking about. All right. People would, or the Romans, And I'm pretty sure, that, of course, they did it before the Romans, but they would like watch birds and where was it? Watch the flights of birds. Um, let me see. Yeah, here we go. Inauguration comes from the rituals of ancient Roman priests called augurs, who would interpret the will of the gods by observing bird flight patterns, and the augurs would decide on major decisions, such as who to appoint to power, right, i.e., a president, when to go to war. World War III is on the cuff. The freaking the ceasefire in Israel with Hamas, Russia, and the Ukraine. You know, all these things are three major theaters of war. That are going on right now, and now they're doing this so-called inauguration. Is what is it doing? It's predicting the next 4 years. They're looking at they're basically asking the gods, what's going to go down in these next 4 years. All right, and it's not a coincidence. Um, Before we move on, let's get this. Deuteronomy 18:10. It says, There should not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or daughter pass through the fire, or that useth divination, right? Or an observer of times, or an enchanter or a witch. Why? Because it's all one and the same. All right, so we don't fuck with that, or a charmer, or a concerted with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, because these abominations the Lord thy power doeth drive them out before thee. But we're in a land that we can't control what these devils got going on. You know? So it's not a surprise. Let me see, I had an article here. Yeah. It's not a surprise that Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg are planning to attend the inauguration. Why? Because those are four major parts. Trump, Elon, Jeff, and Mark. It's like I don't know why I keep yawning. It's late, but it's not that late. But Slovakia. It's not a coincidence that all four of these guys, all powerful men, all very very rich men, all part of all have their place, I'll say, within the new world order, and they're attending this inauguration. Why? Because it's a big witchcraft ceremony under the guise of welcoming in the so-called new president. But it's just a big, you know, I don't even know what to call it, a witchcraft ceremony. All right, so let's just dive into a little bit deeper into these guys. So we know all the orders, so-called orders, are going to be coming from this guy. This is the man who the elites have determined to put up as the face, and to basically give out the orders that have been decided. All right, but then you have this guy right here, Elon Musk, which we know he's involved with Neuralink, which is uh, our brain computer interface, which is fully implantable, cosmetically invisible, and designed to let you control a computer or a mobile device anywhere you go. It's an implant, right? Which has what? It has to do with the MOT to the B. All right. This is part of their technology that they're wanting to push onto the people. So now he's getting this push. All right. You have this guy right here, Zuckerberg, who he has these social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and of course the metaverse. So he has the ears to all the people. He's getting all this information from all the people. He knows how they feel about the TikTok ban, which that could potentially open up a new avenue for him to drive more people to that metaverse, which the metaverse isn't super big right now, but when everything comes down to it and they have their enterprise set up, they want that metaverse to be like a virtual escape for people. When they have plans to put you in these smart cities, these 15-minute cities, which the brother Ariella down in Dallas and the brother across the pond, recall you call him, they did a beautiful lesson on these smart cities, how that word smart goes into basically hard times. If I can get it real quick, shout out to them. If you can watch that lesson, definitely go and get it and watch it. But that smart goes into to cause pain or to suffer. So when people are put in these smart cities, that's what they're really going to be doing. They're going to be suffering, and they're going to need an out. And how they're going to get that out? They're going to go to Facebook or to the metaverse and go chill on a beach somewhere, or do anything to escape their reality. This is like what was the name of that video or that movie? Ready Player One. You know, the world was shit. Let's see if we can find some clips. You see, they kept going into this virtual world because the actual world was going to hell. He would get into this back of his van, and that's how he was able to get inside of the virtual world. But let me see. Yeah, this is what the world looked like. It's just a big pile of shit. So they would use this game to escape into this world where you could be what you wanted to be or do what you wanted to do, pretty much have free reign. This is and hey, he could potentially be whatever he is put out. Being Zuckerberg, we know that they have something way bigger than that planned. Okay, these demons are 10 steps ahead in every aspect. Fuck you. But then you have this guy Jeff Bezos, right? So what could Jeff Bezos be in? He has $239 billion. You know, so what can he do with that? He can do a whole lot with that. We know that he owns Amazon, so mass production, getting things from one place to another. That's very useful in what they have with these so-called elites have planned. But when you jump into it, you know, here are the. This is from Forbes, okay.com. Here are the startups that Jeff Bezos invested in last year. Billionaire Amazon founder Jeff Bezos put early money into Airbnb and Uber. Now he's placing bets on AI robotic companies. I wonder why. Now, if you own Amazon, you got all these different Amazon stores. Don't worry about your woman getting popped, by one of her coworkers at one of these Amazon stores, because pretty soon it's gonna be all robots, AI robotics at these Amazon stores. All right, so when you just I'll put the link in the description. You see this? This is what he's investing in. Why? Because he know that this is the future. This is the wave that's coming through. All right, this is going to be the new workforce. This is what's going to put you out of business. This is what's going to make you have to get a universal basic income and stay in your house all day and jump on the fucking metaverse, or just use the fucking Neuralink in your goddamn head, which is also your RFID chip. All right, so let's get that real quick. It says Revelation 13 and 14. It says No, I started 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you're not going along with their system, if you're not wanting Neuralink, if you're not trying to jump on the metaverse, all right, if you're not conforming to what they want for you in society, then they're just going to get rid of you. It says, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right. So you're gonna they're gonna put this chip out. Okay, that's the main goal for this presidency. You know, it's 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 an alley oop. All right, the lob is in the air. All right, the groundwork has already been laid. All right. Now it's time for the hard labor to come in. All right. And we know, like I said, I believe that they can do it in this next 4 years, but who's to say? Let's say they don't. All right, do it in the next 4 years. When's the next election? 2028. Oh, that's right. What is LA 2028? Right? LA 2.0. It's a smart city. So everything is lining up. All right. And like I said, maybe it's not mandatory by 2028, but we know they got plans for 2030. Right? The whole point is what? That it's high time to wake out of sleep now. Why? Because our salvation is nearer than when we believe. All right. And you have these people who have this plan. All right. It says Psalm 64 and 1 from David. It says, hear my voice, O my power. In my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Right? Because you have these men, all right, who are planning to take over the world, who are planning to use these robots and the goddamn all these AI technologies to just run buckshot over humanity. All right, exterminate who they want to exterminate, prop up who they want to prop up, use and abuse who they want to use and abuse. All right, and we need salvation. And guess what? As the scripture says, when they try to set up their enterprise, the Lord is going to take them down. So, just wanted to like I said, speak on this so-called inauguration. Trump is going to be so-called sweared in 2 days, and it's going to start his presidency. He has the right people on his team to set up this MOT to the B. So Lord's will, they do that, and we can get the fuck up out of here post haste. So with that being said, Lord's will, this was edifying, and we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakar. We give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity of the men and women who follow. Shalom.